everybody, this is Miss Florida Hot Picks here, giving you guys another Pick 3 workout for Illinois. Had a new member send in a request, and I want to share with you guys how to continue to look for key digits. You may see some really cool hits wrapped around the number 5, okay? Sometimes I'm noticing that some states are altering the key digit numbers, but just pay close attention. Make sure that you guys know how to backtrack. All right, so we're going to go, and I'm actually going to start July 17th. We're going to go back a few days, okay? I'm using the 317 rundown, and on the 17th evening, there was a hit of 167 for Illinois, okay? Now, what I want you to do, if you don't know how to put a rundown together, just make sure that when you put in your last hit, you're going to add each of these numbers down the columns. So for the first column, we would add 3 all the way down. So 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 3 is 10. Only use your 0, your ones place, okay, when you get to your 2 digits. 0 plus 3 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 3 is 12. Use your 2, 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 3 is 11. Only use your 1, okay? So once you have everything completed, the number you start with 1 should be the number you end with. All right, then you would add 1 all the way down that second column, 7 all the way down the third column. Once you have your grid completed, I noticed for Illinois, pay attention to your right side 5s. Okay, now there's a little mystery here with it, which 5s to use, because on every rundown you're going to see a 5 on the right side. Now pay attention to this example. You see this 5 right here is connected to its mirror number, okay? Make sure you guys know what your mirror numbers are. When we say mirror numbers, we're saying 0 can be a 5 and a 5 can be a 0. Almost like saying doubles, okay? I used to say double mirrors, but they're just mirror numbers. Okay, so when you see 0, 5 on the right side, this could be hot, letting you know there could be hits coming across or around the 5, and then there's another pattern formation. There's a couple things to look out for, okay? So let me take you through the mirror numbers really quickly. 0 could be a 5, 5 could be a 0, 1 could be a 6, 6 could be a 1, 2 could be a 7, 7 could be a 2, 3 can be a 8, 8 could be a 3, 4 can be a 9, and a 9 could be a 4, okay? Those are your mirror numbers. Make sure you know what they are. So we have here, whenever you see these 5s, okay, one pattern I'm noticing is sometimes the numbers can literally go straight across. Look at this 098, okay? You notice it repeats itself. This is powerful. 890. So not only does it go across, but it makes an L shape right around the 5. Why is that important? And these could come a few days later, so you have to pay attention. But I'm going to move my finger here, July 20th, which was about 3 days, evening 908 hit. Sometimes these will come right off the bat, and sometimes they'll come a couple times before they actually hit, okay? But that was a nice little hit right there. If you notice, the 890 wraps right around the 5. But there's another pattern, okay? Look at this 30. Look at the pair that's right in front of the 5, okay? That's telling us that 03 is hot, okay? That, or 30, however you want to read that. That 30 was a hot pair, okay? So I notice when it comes to the 05, there should be or could be some type of mirror underneath. If that's the case, that could be an easy way to predict your third number. So watch this. 301 could be something. 306. Okay? And if they start changing that pattern, you might want to use other numbers around. Totally up to you. But just something I'm noticing, so make sure you study. Well, 301 came the next draw. See, this is where comes the next draw. 130, July 18th. Okay, so pay attention. They're letting off some really cool things. All right, so let's go down to the 130, play July 18th midday. Okay, now the thing about the 5 here, you notice it isn't attached to its mirror. Okay, but what you need to do is look on your chart. It's in front of a mirror. Okay, so this is the other key. Either the 0-5 is going to be in a mirror or double, okay, together, meaning they're close by, or that 5 has to be in front of a double or mirror. A double or mirror, back or forward. If you notice, look at this 5, 1, 6. Mirrors, right? Okay, this is important. This is letting us know the 5 on the right side, pay close attention to, okay? So what I would do is I would mimic all those patterns. I would say if it runs across, maybe a 3, 7, 8. If it runs around like it did the 8, 9, 0, I would mimic the pattern, go 8, 7, 8, okay? And maybe if it uses the pair in front of it, the 6, 8, I would go 6, 8, 9. See how those doubles are sitting there? 6, 8, 9. I would do that. And I would carry that on for a couple of days. Well, if I did, okay, pay attention. 7, 8, 8 hit as 8, 7, 8 on July 21st evening. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you something. I know that's a few days off, just like that 0, 9, 8 was, right? If they repeat, that's really hot. Okay, so make sure, I'm going to take you through that in a second. Okay, let me go here. Let me go here as well, because this is where this 908 repeated. So we're going to go to July 19th evening. 074 was the hit. Now notice the 05. Okay, this is telling me that this is hot, so pay attention to your 5 here. Okay, you have an 890 going around. Okay, you have a 698 going across. Now this one didn't have mirrors here, but maybe 901 or 902 could be hot. You know, just depend on what's going on. I just try to mimic the patterns, but study, because there could be other numbers you may want to pay attention to. Okay. All right. So again, that 908 was a little quicker. It came that next evening. You see how it showed up here on the 17th. It showed up again on the 19th, and it hit the 20th. Sometimes these numbers will travel right before they hit off. Okay, so the 890 or 908 was hot. Okay, let me take you to the 788. Remember, I just told you that 877 was here. It popped off again. Sometimes it'll pop off a couple times, or at least once before it actually hits. It sometimes. That 788, you notice the 2 5s, that was hot, letting you know this 5 was going to be hot. Now you notice here the 5s and 0s were together. This time they were separate, but that's still powerful, right? So again, you might have wanted to go 788, wrapping it around, 278. Maybe it could go straight across, and then maybe your 5-8 could have been a hot pair. 589, 588. Okay, if you want to use maybe the 582, totally up to you. And if you was to hold on to that, like I said, that 878 hit the next straw. Sometimes they work out that way. Now here's something that happened that was a little different. Remember this 585? There was a 595. Okay, and this 908 was wrapped around it, but it was on the left side. Sometimes you have to, look at that to see what's traveling. But my thing is, pay attention to what keeps occurring on the right side. And being that they like to come a couple times or at least once, pay attention to the repeat. Okay. Now this one, this 418 ran straight across. Okay. I noticed it was the 5 and remember we said that the 5 should be either in front of a mirror. Okay, these are your mirrors, 7 and 2, or 7 and 2, I'm sorry. All right, this is letting us know that 5 is hot. So there's a couple ways to determine your 5s are hot. Remember, either their mirrors are double sitting together, or they're split apart, or they're in front of a mirror or double. Okay, so the 418 actually ran across and it hit July 22nd, 184. So on this one, I would have, again, 418 would have been a possibility. I would have did 812. Okay, and then if the 72 was hot because it sits in front of the 5, I would have went 720, maybe 723. And again, you can choose other numbers. I'm not telling you have to stay that route. Okay. Well, that was it, Illinois. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Again, this was the Pick 3 Illinois using that 317. Pay attention to those key digits. They don't lie, okay? I can't always guarantee that they're going to come next draw, but hopefully this will give you some hot numbers to look at for a couple days, okay? If you have any questions, let me know. See you guys on the next video.